Take one.
Hello everyone, and welcome to The Wonders of Watercolor. I'll be your host, Zoe. So today we will be doing a watercolor inspired by Soviet avant-garde artist Varvara Stepanova. She is a well-known constructivist, so her artwork typically rejects classic aesthetic values in favor of a more revolutionary one. So today we will create a piece inspired by her 1920 watercolor mole composition. My interpretation of it is kind of a human, avant-garde painting of a human. All you need today is water, a 1/2-inch watercolor brush, and a palette of watercolors. Doesn't matter what color, it's all up to you. Let's begin. So keys to watercolors. You want to make sure you get a nice wet brush and you get a lot of color on the brush. It wouldn't be watercolor if there wasn't water involved, right? Now, and you always want to start with the lightest color first, because whatever water you use will be used in the next paint or the next color. And so if you start with a dark color, you're going to get that darkness in the lightest color also. So let's start with our first light color. Make sure you get a lot of color on that brush, because if it's too watery, you won't get any color. And if it's not watery enough, you'll get something too thick and it won't glide across the paper like you want it to. So let's start maybe up here. Beautiful. I like it. Maybe we'll throw in some legwork. Wonderful. Now we want to change, if you want to get a different color, or you can continue to use this same color. I'm going to change colors just because I like a colorful painting. You want to really swish that brush around in your water, make sure all the color is out, kind of get it out on the side, maybe slap your brush around, make sure all the color is out of there, all the extra water. And now, like I said at the beginning, you want to make sure your brush is nicely saturated with water before you move on to the next color. So I'm gonna pick this nice little brown color. Maybe I'll mix it with some yellow. Maybe get a little bit more watercolor. And I think I want to do the head. Perfect. Again, I'm gonna switch color, and notice how these are kind of similar colors, so it doesn't really matter if one's a little darker than the other, but now we're gonna change tones. I'm gonna pick a nice green color. This one's kind of like a light green, maybe mix it with a little darker green, get some more water. And we're gonna do the body. Okay. It looks good to me. Maybe, do I want to add something else to it? No. You can't make a mistake. The human body is perfect however it's shaped. There's no mistake in the human. I think it looks good. One thing you want to note with watercolor is that because it's water-based, when you mix one wet color and put it over another wet color, it's just gonna mix entirely. Like, you won't get a separation of colors. So we want to let it dry a little bit before we move on, or at least get it mostly dry. In Stepanova's painting, she likes to add a nice outline of black, and we're going to use watercolor for this. This is going to be our last color because black is as dark as it can get in terms of paint colors. And we're gonna do a little bit of outlining and maybe some detailing or something. So let's start. We're gonna outline the head here. And maybe we're gonna give him some more arm movement. I'm gonna get more color on here because I want the black to be a little darker. We're gonna give him some arm motion over here, maybe going this way. We're gonna do some leg work also. And maybe I'm feeling fun and it's empty over here, so I'm gonna just do And maybe I feel like doing something over here also, but just stripes. And I wanna bring some action out here also. And I think I like it. So there you have it, an avant-garde inspired watercolor. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next time in The Wonders of Watercolor.